Chelsea confirmed VIKTOR GYOKERES' transfer stands as a £10 million ace could force move. The latest Chelsea transfer rumors regarding their interest in VIKTOR GYOKERES and the future of André Santos, as several Premier League clubs are reportedly keen. Chelsea have reportedly made fresh contact with the entourage of VIKTOR GYOKERES regarding their reputed interest in the striker. Gyökeres has scored 87 goals in 95 games since signing for Sporting CP from Coventry City. However, a move during the summer transfer window is now the expectation after spending a second season in Portugal. The Sweden international has an £85.3 million release clause in his contract with several clubs, including Arsenal, credited with an interest in the centre forward. Chelsea are now said to have made theirs known directly to the player's people weeks before the window opens when the season ends. Team Talk cite sources when saying they did so to confirm that Gyökeres is a target they are considering this summer. The Blues are reportedly willing to pay up to £65 million for the player, a price which they deem fair. Football.London says, Chelsea are looking to sign a striker this summer, but Gyökeres is understood to not be on their four-strong shortlist. Instead, the quartet are Benjamin Sesko, Hugo Ekitike, Liam Delap, and Jonathan David. Chelsea now make direct contact for new striker who has 44 goals already this season. Chelsea have reportedly now made direct contact for a striker who has bagged 44 goals across all competitions this season already. The news comes off the back of Chelsea only managing to draw 2-2 at home with Ipswich Town on Sunday, a team who are destined to be in the Championship again next season. One BBC pundit has pinned the blame on the players for the draw on Sunday, saying that they have to take a long, hard look at themselves after that poor performance. And head coach Enzo Maresca has also picked out two of his players for making some mistakes in the game, which he believes was not good enough and cost them. Overall, though, it was so poor, and blame really must be shared between the head coach, the manager, and those who have built an unbalanced squad at Chelsea that severely lacks quality, experience, and balance. But back to the transfer noise, and we all know that Chelsea want to bring in a big-name new striker this summer, and although most of the noise is about Liam Delap, the Blues also like VIKTOR GYOKERES of Sporting apparently. Chelsea in contact for Gyökeres. According to Team Talk this week, Chelsea have held new direct contact with the entourage of VIKTOR GYOKERES to confirm they are still considering the Sporting CP ace as a striker target for the summer. They report that Gyökeres is enjoying another sensational campaign in Portugal, having scored 31 goals in just 28 appearances in the Primeira Liga so far. Overall, his record this season stands at a remarkable 44 goals and 11 assists in 45 games. Chelsea have apparently identified Gyökeres as a solution to their striker search, with Enzo Maresca wanting a more experienced striker to compete with Nicholas Jackson. Chelsea now eyeing third Sporting player for the summer transfer window. Chelsea are now looking to move on a third Sporting player to attempt to sign in the summer transfer window at the end of the season. The news comes after Chelsea were defeated by Arsenal in the Premier League yesterday, losing to a first-half-headed goal by Mikel Merino. The game was obviously not without its drama, and Chelsea fans saw what they expect to see every time Robert Sanchez starts, and that is him making a silly mistake and giving away a goal. This time, he got lucky, but Maresca continued to back his goalkeeper at the full-time whistle once again. Meanwhile, Arsenal defender Jurrien Timber was seen mocking Maresca on the sidelines in an interaction that has annoyed Blues fans even more. All in all, it wasn't a good performance from Chelsea, and it lacked intensity, desire, energy, and any kind of real belief that they could get something from the game. Chelsea lacked a true striker in this game, as they have done for some time now. A real focal point, they just don't have it. So it's no surprise to see a new striker linked again this weekend. Chelsea in for Gyökeres. Sources have confirmed to our own writer Simon Phillips via his Chelsea Substack site this weekend that Chelsea are in for striker VIKTOR GYOKERES this summer. Phillips reports Chelsea agreed deals to sign to players from Sporting this summer, Giovanni Quenda and Dorio Esugo. The significant bit of extra info we have been given on these deals is that Chelsea have been building really good relations with Sporting through this, and our top source has said that this could well lead to a deal being struck for VIKTOR Gyökeres as well. However, as I have said, the new striker profile will depend on Champions League qualification. But Gyökeres is up there at the top of our striker shortlist alongside Liam Delap, and the Blues continue to watch him closely and have registered their interest. What Chelsea have now made known during new talks about VIKTOR Gyökeres. Chelsea are mentioned as one of the frontrunners in the transfer race to sign Sporting Lisbon star VIKTOR Gyökeres this summer. If you look at the current Chelsea squad, they're crying out for a new centre-forward next season. It's quite obvious that Nicholas Jackson needs extra help to lead the line. It was recently claimed that Chelsea can afford a major acquisition at striker when the summer transfer window comes around. Sporting frontman VIKTOR Gyökeres, 26, has been mentioned in the transfer rumor mill as a potential target for the Blues. It's no surprise that he's on their radar because he's enjoying a stunning individual campaign with the Portuguese Giants. Chelsea thinks Sporting Lisbon's price tag for VIKTOR Gyökeres is fair. According to Team Talk, Chelsea have now held new direct talks with the representatives of Gyökeres to confirm he's still a summer target for them. Apparently, the Blues have made it known that they consider a €70, 75 meters, 60 pounds to 65 meters deal to be reasonable for the Sporting goal machine. It is explained that Enzo Maresca's side faces competition from the likes of Newcastle United, Arsenal, and other top clubs in Europe for Gyökeres' signature. However, Chelsea are towards the front of the queue and prepared to try to win the race in the coming weeks. The report says that Sporting want around 60 pounds 65 meters for their 26-year-old striker, and they'll look to cash in for as much as possible while his reputation is so high. Back in March, it was reported that Gyökeres is a top Chelsea target, along with Ipswich Town's Liam Delap. From a Blues perspective, they just need to ensure they welcome a goal-scoring number 9 to the club before next season begins. VIKTOR Gyökeres is primed for a big move. For anywhere around £60 million, Gyökeres could be worth a punt for Chelsea. In recent years, the Sweden international has transformed into one of Europe's most prolific forwards. Of course, the biggest question mark over him is around replicating that at a giant club with more pressure. Even though Chelsea ruled out a move for Gyökeres in January, it's interesting to see his name has popped up again in the transfer speculation. We're desperate to see the Blues add players to the squad with a bit more age and experience. When you consider Gyökeres turns 27 in June, he could be about to enter his prime years.